As you probably know by now, I Got Worms is a smash hit 2018 idle game available for both iOS and Android. The premise is simple. You own a farm where you raise worms for profit. At a glance, I Got Worms may appear similar to the classic video game Snake, which dates all the way back to 1976. The comparison is apt, but with some caveats. I Got Worms is for the most part an idle game in the truest sense of the word, with the worms acting autonomously with upgradable AI. Individual worms can be controlled manually, which is necessary for some achievements, but for the most part the game plays itself. This may be confusing for players that don't get the idle game genre, but aficionados will appreciate the elegant simplicity of I Got Worms. With the Snake comparison out of the way, let's dive into what makes I Got Worms unique. Players interact with the game via an upgrade menu which offers increases for worm value, worm AI, field size, worm speed, worm length score multiplier, and fruit quantity, as well as new species of worm when they're available. Only one worm species is available to begin with, but there are a total of 9 to collect. Money is awarded every time a worm eats enough fruit, becomes too large for its pen, and is sold. When the game is idle, a projected number of dollars per second is awarded instead. 9 worms and 6 upgrades may sound limiting, but there's a trick. Over time, profits fill a bonus meter for worm value increase per tick, worm value increase per achievement unlocked, and a straight multiplier for worm value. Once one or more of these meters are filled, the farm can be sold and all upgrades reset in order to apply the bonuses. Achievements and bonuses are kept when selling the farm. There is no formal process to win the game, but among fans a playthrough of I Got Worms is considered complete once all achievements have been acquired. Be sure to visit the official I Got Worms subreddit for tips from other players, or post to the GameFAQs board. The art of I Got Worms is done in a bright and colorful retro pixel art style that really makes it exciting to unlock each new worm and add some variety to the farm. Every element of the UI conveys its purpose clearly, the sprites scale cleanly to a modern phone screen, and the faces of the worms portray a range of emotions, from an almost wistful happiness to hard determination to simple joie de vivre. Obviously, as a free-to-play idle game, there has to be some form of monetization in I Got Worms, but the implementation is surprisingly unobtrusive. Players have the option of watching a short advertisement for a multi-hour boost, or paying directly for a permanent boost. The soundtrack of I Got Worms is an instant classic. One has to wonder if the game was titled as such simply because the main theme is such an earworm. There's really nothing more to say on the matter other than a heartfelt plea to the developers to release the soundtrack for purchase, potentially with a vinyl collector's edition. I Got Worms is a solid winner for us. If it wasn't obvious by now, we consider this title to be a 5 out of 5 in all categories we currently rate for mobile games. That's all for now. We hope to see you on the worm farm soon.